Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to explain what we're going to do today, okay? Um, it's been a while since I made a new video as well. But the point being is that we're going to explain what's going to happen with all of um, these energies are going by, okay? It's been a while since it's been past 6 days since I did a video. It's been a long time. But you know what? These are going to take a good way of knowing to be expected of, you know, um, uh, what energy or in is, right? This is between a good explanation of knowing what to do and besides of that, right? So we are in tune of what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to explain that we see air signs, water signs, fire signs, and earth signs, and we're going to figure out about that as well. And we're going to figure out how that's going to explain. Besides that, it's been a while since everything has to be, spick and span, and everything has to be accordingly to plan. But the point being is that we have to remember that when I look at the energies, for example, they seem to be switching when I'm not supposed to be, doing the oracle cards or doing the tarot, for example, or whatever. But I have to remember that when things are changing, and let's say if for example, if people are angry or upset or concerned or anything, it reminds me that the energies are kind of switching from minus to plus. Plus is like you have a positive energy, right? But if you have a minus, which means that you have a negative, right? Like it's like me yesterday. I was having a bad day yesterday, and it wasn't very good. But I had to think about a positive, right, of what's going on, right? And basically it's that, right? But it seems to be that I almost had a mini pause, something like that, like a spasm or something like that. But the point being is that what I'm trying to explain is like this is how it seems to be, right? It's we have to figure out who, what, where, when, why, sometimes how, in that way, right? And we have to figure that out, right? It has to be a good explanation, and we have to figure this out, and basically we will, right? So it seems to be how natural it seems to be, and you have to take things for granted of what they are, right? So basically everything will be all good and maybe satisfactory at the same time. So you have to remember that it will take a while since I make videos, but it's rather than say this is like when I'm on my other channel, like Spirited Eyes, for example, I'm not on there very often because I'm actually making new videos out of this channel, um, Zoe Alex, right? So that's what I'm trying to do, okay? But enough about this. Let's get on to what I'm going to say. We're going to do the oracle cards to see what's happening, and then we're going to figure out what's going behind about the tarot situation. I'm going to use the playing cards at the same time. I'll be using dice. So that's how it is, and then I'm going to use some of the oracle cards and whatnot, and then we're going to end it from there. But this is going to be a good reading, and I hope that you guys like this, okay? So we're going to figure out this at the same time, and then we're going to go from there, Okay, so just give me 1 second. Alright, so here we go, down to here. So we have, on your left side you have the raccoon. You have everything you need. Pretty good, pretty good. Now what is on the right side? The right side is the rabbit is asked for help. Yeah, there's something going on in this interesting reading. And I haven't started yet. Ha ha ha, very funny. But let's see what's going on for this situation here. You ask for help and you have everything you need. That's interesting. Hmm. But let's see what the cards are saying. Let's see what the cards are saying from the left side. So this is the left side, this is the right side, okay? So we're going to figure out this out. We're going to do 2 cards here, and then we're going to do 2 cards here on the right side. I do have enough from this table, but we're going to see if it can work. So put those there. All right, so on the left side, where the raccoon is in this situation, we have the 8 of Pentacles is upright, and we have the Knight of Wands is upright. This is interesting. Basically, we have Earth and Fire situation. Wherever you are, you have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo in that situation. Okay. And on the right side, you have, oh wow, the Empress is reversed. And then you have the Nine of Wands reversed as well. Okay, so basically that means that if you have 2 reverse cards, which means it's a negative situation here. But let's explain that, okay? The point being is that we have to figure that out as well. We have to understand what's going on between these 2 energies. The energies can switch, basically it can switch, right? And basically it is. But the point being is that we have to figure out who's doing this, what's doing this, how it's doing it, like who, what, where, when, why, sometimes how, in this all this situation here. Is on the left side is telling me that you have good energies. On the right side you have bad energies. Not the rabbit. I'm not gonna say bad to that because it's a good picture. But in the same time, you have this as a reverse. That's interesting. Okay, it's a very explanation of how if it's reversed. Okay, like when I think about this in the reverse situation, it kind of explains. Like, I'm not gonna try to use my phone for example, but I'll try to say what reverse cards on your right side. So just give me a moment here. A moment. What is it? The Empress? Yeah. So let's say about the Empress reverse. So it says unproductive, lack of growth, tensions, creative blocks, disharmony, insecurity, infertility. So basically it means that if you are, okay, so if it's in, so it is Venus in this situation, but it says we are all a mixture of masculine and feminine qualities. The Empress reverse indicates that you have been suppressing or ignoring your feminine side and need to embrace it in order to bring your energies into balance. That applies to the men as well. The Empress reverse can represent a lack of growth in the area that the you are asking about. It may be not a good time to move forward with your plans and ideas as they may not work for you. you should expect some challenges and obstacles on your path. So which means, that's basically the, explaining about obstacles on your path or something like that. So this just means that there's obstacles here. So you have to get around to it, right? You can't go through it, you have to go around it, right? Um, let's see. So that's kind of like what it says here on my phone. What's the Nine of Wands reversed? Yeah, so there you go, sorry. The Nine of Wands reversed. Alright, so obstacles, crosses, delay, and displeasure. Alright, so I did say about obstacles here to get around them. Now there's obstacles here. So if you are a Sagittarius on December 2nd to December 11th in this situation. So it says that in this situation here, it says, so description for this, it says, the figure leans upon his staff and has an expectant look as if awaiting an enemy. Behind are 8 others stags erect in orderly disposition like a palisade. I have no idea what that is. So that's what the description says. Ill-dignified, I don't know what that is, but it says danger of violence in foreign places or on or through the course of long journeys, difficulties with relatives of the marriage partner, conflict with persons prominent in religion or law, obstinacy. Yeah, so basically, if you are in that situation, um, having a bad relationship or having a marriage or something, it's, you know, when I look at this reading, it almost makes me all upset, okay, in one way. In another way, it kind of like makes me all puzzled because I don't know what to do, okay? But the point being is that we have to figure out who's doing it, what's doing it, who, what, where, and why. But we can't be at how yet. We can't be like that. Now, the point being is that we have to figure this out. Okay, it's been so long since I have did this. This is a new reading actually, but it's been so long. Now, the way that I'm trying to be expected by this is that we're going to figure out who's in the middle of it. We're going to figure that one out. And we're going to figure this out in different ways. We have to embrace the opportunity. Now I can put this here because we're going to figure out who's doing it, and what's doing it, and how's doing it, and whatever. So we're going to figure out that. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Now this is very interesting. Okay, when that is reversed, you have to figure out why is it reversed. Okay, why is that situation is reversed? Now, the point being is that we have to figure out who is doing it, right? We have to understand that. So if I take one card out and I'll put this in the middle, it's the 10 cups, right? So the 10 cups, you have everything. But the point being is that when we have to figure out the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in this situation, we have actually, fire signs, earth signs, and water signs. That's wow. But the point being is that in that situation here, you have to remember that this is a big, big reading here. It's very big, very precise. And that's what it is, right? So when I look at this between my own eyes, my own situation here, it's kind of like is saying to me, like, am I doing the right thing? And basically, you're not doing the right thing. You have to pick a side. You have to pick up the left side or the right side. The right side is a negative feeling. So get out of that way. If you pick the middle side, you only have the 10 cups. That's basically the positiveness, except for the 8 of Pentacles is reversed. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Wands is the Knight of Wands is upright as well. So you're on the left side. So whoever you're picking, you can do that. But the point being is that when you have obstacles and you have a marriage situation and all that, it drives me not up the wall, but it just makes me very upset because of what's going on. You know, I have to remember that this is not my reading. It's really not is. But the point being is that we have to figure out of how can we do that, right? If you ask for help, for example, you're asking for, you know, your parents or your grandparents or, you know, or your aunties, your uncles, whatever, right? You have to ask that. And then if you have everything you need, it's like, well, yeah, you do, but how can you have everything you need when you don't have everything? You know, it's very very precise, very different precise, right? It anyway, back to my own skit here. This is how it is at the moment. Okay? It just baffles me of how this is an opportunity, right? This is how it seems to be because this is overall a between a Friday reading ish and between a Saturday reading as well. But let's not stop there. We have to figure out about the Eight of Pentacles reversed, right? It's like let me not do my phone again, but I'm going to do it again because of how that is. Let's think about this. Now the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Now let me see about that. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so reversed is flattery, usury, hypocrisy, shifty. Now, it says about these descriptions, all that. But when I look at, oh, let's see. Um, if you are Virgo, you have Mercury from August 23rd to September 1st, if you are in that date. But the point being is that in this situation, if I think about dignified of what the card means to this, it says this card signifies a variance and hoarding, penny wisdom and pound foolishness, meanness in money matters, lost through travel or writings. The querent is likely to be in difficulties with superiors and also with inferiors. He may lose through trying to overreach somebody else. Like you're trying to reach somebody, but no one's not getting a right answer. No one's not getting that uh, situation, right? No one's not getting that, and that's what it seems to be, right? This is a very uh, I don't know what to say. It's basically like almost like a different reading, okay? And I never seen this before. Not even my whole entire life, but I've never seen it before. But this is very significant of how everything is because we haven't put the playing cards yet. We haven't used dice yet. We haven't used my other oracle cards that you haven't seen yet. So this is how it's almost like a mini pause situation, but you're not doing that, right? You're having these obstacles, you're having a marriage thing. You don't know what to be expected. That's how it is, right? And that's what it seems to be, right? You have to remember that you have to pick the left side, the middle, and the right. It, or vice versa. You can do the right side, the middle, and the left side. It doesn't really matter. But for me, doing the reading for you, you have to remember that if everything is switching between this side, okay? Think about you're going this way. Think about you're going this way, but you're doing this, okay? That's all you have to do, right? That's how it seems to be that you could procrastinate. It's a lovely word to say, but procrastinating is like you putting it off in the back burner. You putting it off, right? But that's how it is, right? You have to remember that seeing is believing. That's what I would say. But let's not stop there. Let's keep going. You have to remember that you have to embrace the opportunity. You can understand the whole significance of this reading. Okay, that's what it is. But we have to keep going and going and going. It's very very a mystery reading, almost a mystery. So let's see. Let's see how this is gonna work. We're gonna figure this out as well. So if I just move this a little bit over, this will be over. This can be here. I'm just moving some stuff around so you can see it a little bit more better. And it doesn't have to be all crunched up. Not really crunched up, you know what I mean. It's not be so like all together. But let's start with this card, this moon card that I'm trying to do. Let's see. This one here, it is full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Beautiful reading, beautiful. Now we know that there's Cancer here. Okay, this is between maybe who's doing it, what's doing it, right? That's basically what that is. This is like we're almost half of this, but we're gonna keep going as well. Now we have to figure out. We already know who. We know who what is. We just have to figure out when, where, how. That's all those. So let's keep going with this situation here. Now, I'll see what's the next card that's right behind this. It is Full Moon Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. Yeah, so we're going to figure out, we already fixed the whole entire puzzle. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. Basically, the point being is that we have Gemini. So we have every single zodiac sign in this situation. We have water signs, we have earth signs, we have fire signs, we have air signs, we have, water signs. All these, right? Now, this is an opportunity for you to figure this out saying, are we done here? No, we're not. But we are halfway through, which means we already found the puzzle because we already started with this card, then we started with this card, and we just kept going. Now we have to figure out about the dice situation. We have to do this situation, the playing cards, because we're going to see who falls you guys and stuff, or gals, as in ladies. And then we have to figure out the oracle card, one of these oracle cards that we have to figure this out too. So we're going to figure this out in ways that we are going to do this. And we are going to do this as long as it seems to be. So I know that we don't have very much, well, we do have a little bit, very much time, but we're going to figure out this card here, and then we're going to figure out the dice, and then we're going to figure out a playing card that I'm going to do. Right, and then we're going to do one more shuffle. So basically we're going to do this as well, and then we're going to do that, and then we're going to do the dice as well for the last one. So basically we already know about this whole entire situation, okay? We know the obstacles are, you just have to get through them, okay? Wherever you're in this situation, whether you're earth signs, water signs, fire signs, you get the memo, okay? You get the memo. But the point being is that remember that you let your fears dissolve. You have to embrace the flow of life. That's what you're trying to do. Then you have everything that you need from the raccoon situation. Then you have to ask for help, right? So basically you have everything. Only you just have to keep it up. That's all you have to do. Now, this is going to be very good, okay? Now, we could do the playing card. I can do that first. But I'm going to do this card. I'm going to do this oracle card. And the oracle says success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So basically success, which means that you have everything that you decide to do. You have victory on my own hands, but not really. It's your hands, not mine. But we have to figure this out at the same time, okay? Because when I think about this reading at the same time, this is a lot of info. It is a lot, it's a lot, it's a lot. But when you think about this in one way or the other, you're picking the left side, the right side, the middle side, because these are the middles right now, okay? So you have to figure out about all this situation here. You have to figure out about this. You have success. Everything that is between, who, what, where, when, why, and how. But this is how it is, right? You get me? Good. Now the playing card, let's see. The Four Hearts. The Four Hearts represents Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer in this situation. So you have that, okay? So basically that's what it seems to be, right? This is very it's a good reading. But remember that you have to keep this up at the same time because like I say, energies are switching, right? And when you find the obstacle, you will be better at it, right? You have to you understand what I'm getting at, and I know for sure that you're getting at. That's what it is. Now, dice situation. Let's start with those, shall we? And we got two ones. We got four and a five. Now, two ones. Well, I'm not going to reshuffle it for like keep rolling of the dice. But let's see what two ones. What so two ones are January. That's the first. So two first was the January. We have the fourth is from April, and then we got May. So in this situation, okay, so that's what it is. You have, yeah, so two Januaries, or then April, May. So that's what it is. That's where the months are in that situation here. Not only that, let me see. let me see. Yeah, so it's Capricorn, Capricorn, Aries, and Taurus in this situation. Letters are B and H, B and H, and then A and I, and F and D as the letters. Before I do more, I'm just going to take a sip. And one is divine agreement, and 4 and 5 is reliability. That's what it is. Okay, so if it be reliable, if it divine agreement, that's what it is. Okay, and if you are in Aries, Aries, Cancer, and Leo in this of the houses. So, if you like this reading, enjoy, and uh, and I will see you next time. But before I go, we're gonna figure out what's the opposite of the 4 hearts, and this is the 8 of spades I have. So basically, you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius in that situations as well. So thank you very much, and have a good day to you all. And just remember how this is. Okay? So thank you, enjoy, and have a good Friday to you, and see you next time. For now, bye.